Get back to this cabbage. We gotta do this cabbage. Gotta do the cabbage. Gotta do this cabbage. Gotta make this cabbage. Gonna make us a fermented stew. So tune in. Catch us, and we're going to talk about the healing properties of the cabbage. We might be able to have some time to get into the yam and potato. Don't forget the onion. We're going to do it here on the journey. Learn to ferment your own food. Peace. Talking about not forgetting stuff. I'm gonna add some carrots to this too. Right? So we're gonna make a stew so that when I break my fast, I can get straight into reintroducing the probiotics outside of the ambrosia to my diet. Alright? Now, first things first, we're gonna talk about, I probably either I'm talking about it before this or I'm talking about it after this. We're going to talk about the cabbage, but one of the first things we want to do is we want to pull off a nice size piece of cabbage. This is to go over the top to hold it down because I don't have rocks, so we want a majority of the cabbage to be up under the water. So we're going to put that to the side, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this cabbage up. If I can find my knife. Where the knife at? Oh, there it go. So we're going to cut down the cabbage. Cut it up. You're going to cut up in small little pieces. Alright. Now Now I want y'all to remember this is an old cabbage, but it's still, on the inside, still smells fresh. A lot of times, throwing away good food. It's just mature. You know what comes with maturity? Wisdom. In some cases. You know what I'm saying? We do know some old foods. Some of us, you know, we have had experience with old foods. So, we're going to take this first batch. We're going to put it in the bowl. Of course, all this is not going to fit in a jar, so some of it I'm going to be able to steam and eat in another way, right? So I'm thinking about possibly, in some form or fashion, using fermented food for when I'm not doing my intermittent fasting to start off my day, right? Keep certain people up out your face, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know that strong garlic and onion smell will keep people up out your face. You know what I'm saying? But in some form or fashion, you need to make sure that you are adding. Those of you, especially on the Goose Cyber Challenge, I think I'm going to make part of the challenge as well. Finding a way to get some fermented food in you, right? Because it'll help you, especially if you're doing an intermittent fasting. You know what I'm saying? You want to get, the reason you're fasting, one, is to allow your body to reset, allow your body to heal, allow your body to digest the food that you have. So when you're eating fermented foods, that makes it a little bit easier, because once again, we spoke about how some of this stuff becomes more bioavailable to you. It's already pre-digested. So you outsourcing some of the digestive properties that your stomach will be doing, which means that since your stomach don't have to work that hard, you won't be that tired in the morning, right? So I'm looking at, matter of fact, I think we're going to experiment and we're going to ferment some eggs. As a matter of fact, speaking of that, here you go. Thank you very much. All right, so we still cutting up the cabbage. So I just had a brain fart. I'm fermenting vegetables. Why not ferment some eggs too? So we can have those when we come on, right? If we release the nutrients here, why not release the nutrients in eggs? So, you know what I'm doing now? I'm about to ferment some eggs too. So I'm gonna do a video on that while I'm at it. Alright. Now another thing that I got some fresh thyme. I'm gonna throw it in all of my mixes today. So some of this will be sped up, fam. So y'all got to excuse, because I don't want to take up a lot of y'all time, but I want to make sure that y'all get the idea. So I'm cutting cabbage up into small parts. I don't look like I'm gonna be able to use this whole cabbage. Not if I'm gonna try to get all this stuff in there. So now this style that I'm making right now is new for me. I have to be honest, because usually I have never tried to ferment a potato or a yam, but we're gonna work on it today, right? We're gonna have us a nice little stew when I come off this fast, and we're gonna be able to celebrate together. I'll let you know how it tastes, you know. Alright, so we also gonna add some potato. I'm not skinning the potato, keeping the skin on the potato. I'm cutting this like I'm gonna cut my beets. I like my beets kind of big, you know what I'm saying? I like the firmness. This one got a little bit of rot on it, so I'm gonna cut that out. this whole end can go. Alright, so I'm gonna cut that in half. Cut that in half. Cut that in half. Throw it in there. Alright. Next, we got the yam. Do the whole yam. Because I'm really interested in how these yams and potatoes are going to take. Because if they taste good in here, then I'm going to make this part of my regular bottling thing. I just got to, I know where I'm going to put the bottles. I'm going to put the bottles down the basement because, you know, my wife don't like, you know what I'm saying, I take over the kitchen sometime. And, you know, if you want to keep peace in your home, you got to find a way to do your thing and not interfere with everybody else's thing. So I'm going to put these up out of sight. Nice, cool places. Of course, y'all going to remind me. I'm going to let you know how each one, because we're going to sample a little bit of all of it when I come off my fast. I ain't going to be able to eat a lot. Probably not. But I am going to be able to sample each one of these. I'm especially going to have a breakfast food that I'm going to be using for the next few days, because I'm going to put them eggs in the refrigerator after they're done. So I got the yams in there. Let's throw a little bit of carrot. I'm going to put some of these carrots with the beet mixture. So we're going to talk about these ingredients as well. Carrot. Hard to cut. Well, not really hard to cut. You know, they love to run. See, I almost put that in my mouth. And what's surprising is that I'm not really hungry, family. I mean, I'm not suggesting that anybody do a fast as long. What I'm saying is you need to incorporate fasting into your life. All right. So whether we're talking about, like, for example, let's say like, for example, on the journey, what I'm going to make you aware of is when we have the solstices and the equinoxes, we can fast maybe once a week. You know what I'm saying? Whether you do an intermittent fast or whether you try it once a week, you could choose the day that you was born on. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, we broke down the days, and that's your day of power. So you might as well give your body an opportunity to harness that power on that day. I mean, you can come up with a multitude of reasons to have a fast, right? And it's just like, you know, make sure that you're fasting for a purpose, because like if you have a prayer life, this will increase the strength of your prayer as far as the prayer life. If you have a meditation life, you know what I'm saying, this will help with that. You know what I'm saying? There's many different things that you can use fasting to help enhance. You have a project that's coming up and you need to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, man, after you get past the initial being hungry and feel that you're starving and thinking that you're going to die, because in a sense fasting is sort of like mimicking the process of death, right? And I'm going to have to talk about that because I brought it up. But you have to, after you get past that, your mind becomes clear and sharp. Your thoughts, I mean, you will be really surprised with what you are able to come up with during the fast. All right, so now let me get the jar prepared. So I'm going to take some of this thyme. I had it for a little while, so it's not super fresh. But it's going to be fresh enough for what we're doing. I'm going to take some of the thyme. I'm throwing it in there. I'm kind of surprised because I didn't see no garlic. Oh, I forgot the onion. I'm going to have to do the onion. I'm just going to put the whole thyme in there. Nice. Woo, nice and strong smell. Right? I need to say something for the magic. I knew it. My wife always got some garlic on deck. We always got garlic on deck. Keep some garlic, family. Now, some of y'all might be allergic to garlic, and what I'm thinking is that what that is. See, because a lot of things that we think that we're, let me say it this way. The microbiome is a set of pimps. I'm just letting y'all know, right? They're going to try, those microorganisms are going to work together to try to get you to eat what they want. And they're going to rebel when you start eating stuff that either they don't like or that can cause them some harm. So you need to be aware of this with your diet, right? So some things you're gonna have some reactions to, and you got to really evaluate: is it a real reaction, or is my microbiome rebelling, right? Because it's been so used to being able to run your diet, right? Because what I'm asking you to do is to master your temple. I'm asking you to master your body is your temple, right? Just like you clean up the church, just like you clean up the house, I'm asking you to clean up your house, right? You know what I'm saying? Because the issue is we got a lot of unnecessary stuff growing up in us that we don't know about, right? So we're building. So this is gonna be a busy day because I'm trying to do a lot of these videos today because, like I said, I don't know how the energy is going to be next week, especially when I get into the part of the fast where it's just nothing. And I have done that type of fast once, but I haven't done it for a direct 3 days, right? So, you know, I'm gonna need your energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need y'all blessings. I'm gonna need y'all, you know what I'm saying, to kind of support me on this, because I'm doing this for the community, because one, I want them to see that if Brother Hatim can do 21 days, oh, you could surely do one. You could do one day a month. You know what I'm saying? Give your body a break one day a month, because the body is very important in what we need to do, family. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? And I want to grow to old age with a lot of y'all, right? Because right now we got what, 10 to 15, 20, 30 viewers or whatever, how many ever viewers we got. We got people joining us for the toast on during the week. But one day, and this is a direct possibility, one day we may have thousands of people tuning in. And I want all of us to grow old and healthy together. You know what I'm saying? I want us to be able to check in. I want to be able to come to your city or come to your town and chop it up and have a good time with you in my 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know what I'm saying? I want us to bring the elder back, right? The healthy, happy elder. We need to bring that back into our community, because it has been erased with all this warfare that's being waged against us. We got to understand this is warfare, right? Controlling your diet is warfare. You got individuals out here actually trying to control how we eat, what we eat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the commercials, you got billions of dollars being spent on advertisements, making you think that you're hungry when you're really not. You know what I'm saying? Got you drinking less water, you know what I'm saying? This is warfare. It ain't nothing personal, it's business. So let's take care of our business. It's business, right? I'm not taking it personal. I understand your hustle. I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I got hustlers in my family. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So the piece is, I understand the game. I'm not going to hate on your hustle. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to incorporate my hustle. And I'm going to get benefit, and I'm going to make sure those that are in my family get benefit as well. Those that are in my tribe get benefits as well. Right? Because we got to be healthy, family. So I'm crushing down the garlic, because my wife's gonna be mad, because I'm gonna use this whole goddamn. I'm using it all. Let's just say.
Oh my God.
You ain't loud on the video. Go on, girl.
What are you doing? Did you do all the eggs?
No, yeah. I'll give y'all eggs in a minute. Go on back upstairs and continue playing, because you can't be on the video. Stop. Y'all should have got your hair done when you had the opportunity last night. Y'all ain't want to get your hair done. Y'all want to play outside. You can't be a star and
You're not a star anymore.
Oh, you done took my star. You done took my star away?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
'Cause you're mean.
Okay, I'm a meanie. Y'all hear in the background, fam? All right. Okay, all right, Gina, this is not the time for that. All right, so now I got my garlic, right? I can't wait to put these on them eggs.
I hope you're not making
Ooh. All right, I'll give you where my onion? All right, last thing, onion, right? Onion.
Are you making a vegetable drink?
Go upstairs, Gina. You know, parenthood is a full-time thing, family. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to be ready for the challenges, because they're going to challenge it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to challenge it, and they slick. And one of the things one of my elder Shedrick told me a long time ago, he said, children are more consistent than we are. That's how they went out. Their consistency. Family, we need to become consistent with our children, with what we show them, with what we demonstrate, with how we live our lives. We need to become more consistent with them, right? They need to see consistency with us. All right, so I got this prepared. Now, I'm going to mix it all up in here. I don't know how I'm going to get this in that jar, but we're only going to use a gallon jar. Y'all see that? See all that? Alright, so now, what we need to do, because y'all know, some of y'all who grew up like I did, you are no stranger. Woo, this onion and garlic is making my eyes water, family. You are no stranger. Woo! You are no stranger to cabbage stew, some type of cabbage or a cabbage fry with potatoes and onions and stuff. This is definitely culturally appropriate, but what I'm going to add is I'm going to add a little oil to it. I never did it with the oil, family. Putting oil on my eggs too, right? Because we know the health benefits of them eggs, of this palm oil, right? Then I'm going to throw just a little bit of cayenne pepper. I'm going to pay for that. You're going to pay for it. But we know what cayenne does, right? Then we got some of this black seed. Right? Got that black seed. That nice peppery taste. Not going to use all the black seed on it. See, now, a lot of people is trying to push the oil, the black seed oil, but family, they do sell black seeds. Now, what happens when you mix black seed with the fermentation process? As a matter of fact, in the process of getting a lot of oils, there is some fermentation. Ooh, y'all ain't know that, right? You gotta check it out, man. Making your coffee, fermentation. Making your chocolate, fermentation. So a lot of stuff we can start learning to do ourselves, right? Then I have cumin seed, which is another form of the black seed. I'm not going to use all this on this, but we're going to throw it in there. Woo! Man, these spices, oh my God. Alright, so now what I need to do is mix this down in there. So now, the key component to pickling, to fermenting, is the salt. Because you got to make a brine. I'm going to throw a little bit of coconut oil in here too. I'm about to put my hands all up in it. Y'all got to make sure I don't lick my fingers. I'm going to try not to lick my fingers. But you want to massage this stuff up in there. You want to squeeze it in. You want to get the juices flowing, right? You really, really got to get invested in this, right? You got to make sure that you squeezing the stuff into it. Y'all see? I don't have the money for the fancy camera work, and I don't got a cameraman. I mean, I'm training Gina, but Gina not there yet. But you know, I'm gonna let y'all see what it look like. Now, when you ferment, you could just have salt and do it with just salt, or you could do like I do, right? Mix it up, all right? Because I like the spices. There's certain things. So you want to flavor this in the way that you would like it. You know what I'm saying? You want to experiment, because you're gonna have some failed experiments, because part of this might fail, and I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that, right? I'm very okay with that. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to add the salt, which I should have opened before. I know some of y'all wonder, Brother Tim, why you ain't in the kitchen? Well, my kitchen is quite small for those that used to watch in the beginning. Y'all know how small my kitchen is. And I haven't cleaned it up yet. Because I decided when I woke up this morning I want to get as many of these done. I'm using sea salt. All-purpose sea salt. It doesn't have iodine in it. Alright? You want to salt it up good, family. You want to salt it up good. Because it is the salt that allows the lactobacteria to thrive. Right? Salt also prevents other unhealthy elements from growing up in it. So you want to massage it in. You got it? I need some more salt. Because you even going to add salt. You actually could throw some salt in the bottom. Because I'm telling you, this salt is important. It keeps, it's the one thing that separates what you're doing from turning out to be just mush. You want to develop a brine. Look up the term brine. I can't taste, so I don't know. Sasha Regina, can you please go downstairs and bring me up about 4 bottles of water?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, my dear. Don't try to pop up on the camera, because you know your mama gonna see this, and I'm not trying to have no beef. We're gonna stuff it down. So better yet, to keep all this stuff off the table, I'm gonna have to clean up anyway, but I'm gonna put it on there and shove it down. You want to stuff it down. You want a tight pack. You want.
There you go. What do you
Put it down. Put it down over there. Put it down over there. Stop trying to get on camera. That's enough. Go on, get out.
Can I play outside with our friends?
Yes. Did y'all wash up?
Yeah.
Y'all brush your teeth?
Yeah.
Y'all did everything y'all supposed to do?
Yeah.
Then I have no more demands of you. Yes, you can go play with your friends. Look at that beautiful color, family. And this is something that you can do at home. Right? This ain't complicated, right? Now remember that big leaf I told you about? Want to try to squeeze that leaf in, because we want to make sure that a majority of our stuff stay down, because some of it float up. You need your stuff to stay down. They usually have stones for this, but I got small kids and my stones seem to disappear all the time. I don't know whether they out skipping stones. I don't know what the hell they doing, but my stones are not going away. So this top leaf is the sacrifice, because we know it's not going to be underwater, but the stuff up underneath it will be. Now, what I'm going to do with the rest of this is I'm going to keep it to the side, let it sit, and I am going to make a meal out of it after I come off my fast. I know you're like, brother, how you going? And then if I have to, I throw it away. Shit, hell. After I get done with this batch, I might. So we going to throw the water in. Throw a little bit more in. It's almost full though. Alright. So I'm gonna throw a little bit more salt in there just in case. All you other bacteria, stay away. Stay away. Alright? We're gonna cap it. And voila. Check it up just a little bit. Make sure it's water all the way through. And there you have it. You got the thyme down there. You got all those ingredients. And this is our stew that we're cooking up for a fast. So I want to thank y'all for joining me. Stay tuned, because we're going to be talking about the health benefits of these ingredients. Okay? Alright? So, thank you for joining. And we will be back. Alright, great day, fam. Listen, we're going to talk about the cabbage, because we done took up a lot of time. I'm showing you how to prepare. So let's look at nine surprising benefits. This is from the site called Care 2. So here we go. If you want beautiful glowing skin and an immune system powerful enough to fight off just about anything, don't forget this highly nutritious but common vegetable. It's ideal for weight loss. It's a brain food. Cabbage is full of vitamin K, anthocyanins that help with mental function and concentration. These nutrients also prevent nerve damage, improving your defense against Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Red cabbage has the highest amount of these powerful nutrients. I use green, but you can use red in your stew. Alright. Cabbage is high in sulfur, the beautifying mineral. Cabbage helps dry up oily and acne-prone skin. Internally, sulfur is essential for keratin, a protein substance necessary for healthy hair, nails, and skin. Alright. It helps detoxify the body. Your body got an excellent detoxification system. You just got to take care of those. I think it's the kidney and the liver. But, hey, the high content of vitamin C and sulfur in cabbage removes toxins. These are the main cause of arthritis, skin disease, rheumatism, and gout. Cabbage has well-known cancer preventative compounds. Lutein oil, sinigrin, and sulforaphane. They stimulate enzyme activity and inhibit the growth of cancer tumors. A study of women showed a reduction in breast cancer when cruciferous vegetables like cabbage were added to their diet. It helps keep blood pressure from getting high. The high potassium content helps by opening up blood vessels, easing the flow of blood. 7. Use cabbage to relieve headaches. A warm compress made with cabbage leaves can help relieve the pain of a headache. I don't know about putting this on top of your head because you're going to smell, but hey. Crush cabbage leaves, place in a cloth and apply on the forehead. Also drink raw cabbage juice daily for chronic headaches. The salt solution after the mixture gets, after it becomes lively, might be a good thing for that. Hangovers from heavy drinking, for my partiers out there, were reduced by using cabbage since Roman times. Cabbage is an anti-inflammatory blood and sugar regulator. The natural red pigments of red cabbage, betalains, is said to lower blood sugar levels and boost insulin production. Of course, it has no white sugars and very few simple sugars. Betalains have powerful anti-inflammatory properties just like beets. We're going to get to the beets tomorrow. Cabbage trivia. Cabbage is considered Russia's national food. Chinese scrolls from 1000 BC declares white cabbage as a cure for baldness in men. It will make you feel as if you had not eaten and drink as much as you like, said Cato, a Roman who lived till he was 80 and ate cabbage before and after meals. Babe Ruth used to wear a cabbage leaf under his hat during games and switch it out for a fresh leaf halfway through each game. See, the world's biggest, don't care about that. Cabbage history. Cabbage is one of the oldest known vegetables. Cabbage dates back to 4000 BC in Shenxi province in China. Around 600 BC, the Celts brought cabbage to Europe from Asia. In 1536, French navigator Jacques Cartier brought cabbage to the Americas. In Captain Cook's famous first voyage, 17th century, many of the crew members were saved from gangrene when the ship doctors made poultices of cabbage to apply to their wounds. Now, they do have a cabbage caution. Cabbage cautions those with thyroid problems should avoid eating large amounts of cabbage. It interferes with the body absorption of iodine needed by the thyroid gland. This applies to all cruciferous vegetables. There's a cabbage for every flavor, pairing, and meal. Alright? Dang, man, I'm trying. But hey, I'm getting it in beforehand. Alright. There are many different types of cabbage with different tastes and uses. They include green cabbage, Napa cabbage, red cabbage, Savoy cabbage, bok choy, and Brussels sprouts. Bok choy is a cabbage, okay. Cabbage is packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. It also has phytonutrients known to prevent or help prevent cancers. Alright, so that's the short piece that I got for cabbage. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully you watched the whole thing, so you got me mixing up the cabbage. Oh, my fault. We got to look into the other ingredients. Let's see here. Potatoes. Health benefits. Alright? Well, let's go and read a little of this. This is from World's Healthiest Food, whfoods.org. Whether mashed, baked, or roasted, people often consider potatoes as comfort food. It is an important food staple and the number one vegetable crop in the world. Potatoes are available year-round as they are harvested somewhere every month of the year. The potato belongs to the Solanaceae, or nightshade family, whose other members include tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, and tomatillos. Just shouting everybody out just in case some of y'all don't like the nightshade. They just gonna tell everybody, well, if potato is a nightshade, this is a nightshade too. They are the swollen portion of the underground stem, which is called a tuber, and is designed to provide food for the green leaf portion of the plant. If allowed to flower and fruit, the potato plant will bear an inedible fruit resembling a tomato. Wow. This chart graphically details, alright, boom. They got a chart that talks about the potato. 1 cup potato has 32% daily. They got let's say 32% of the vitamin B6 you need, 26% of potassium you need, 22% of copper you need, 22% vitamin C, 19% manganese, 17% of phosphorus, 15% fiber, 15% vitamin B3, and pantothenic acid, 13%. Alright, chart graphically details the daily value that a serving, or the DV percentage, that a serving potatoes provide for each of the nutrients of which it is good, a very good or excellent source according to our food ratings. Health benefits. Potatoes are a very popular food source. Let's get to the benefits. Boom, boom, boom. Unfortunately, most people eat potatoes in the form of greasy French fries or potato chips, and even baked potatoes are typically loaded down with fats such as butter, sour cream, melted cheese, and bacon bits. Such treatment can make even baked potatoes a potential contributor to heart attack, but take away the extra fat and deep frying, and the baked potato is an exceptional, healthy, low-calorie, high-fiber food that offers significant protection against cardiovascular disease and cancer. Also, I would suggest steaming as well. They got bacon in there. Our food ranking system qualified potatoes as a very good source of vitamin B6 and a good source of potassium, copper, vitamin C, manganese, phosphorus, niacin, dietary fiber, and pantothenic acid. Potatoes also contain a variety of phytonutrients that have antioxidant activity. Among these important health promoting compounds are carotenoids, carotenoids, flavonoids, caffeic acid, as well as a unique tuber storage protein such as patatin, which exhibit activity against free radicals, blood pressure lowering potentials. It can lower your blood pressure. Vitamin B6, building your cells. If only for its high concentration of B6, one medium potato contains over 1/2 of a milligram of this important nutrient. The potato earns high marks as a health promoting food. Vitamin B6 is involved in more than 100 enzymatic reactions. Enzymes are proteins that help chemical reactions take place. So vitamin B6 is active virtually everywhere in the body. Many of the building blocks of protein amino acids require B6 for their synthesis, as do the nucleic acid used in the creation of our DNA. Because amino and nucleic acids are such critical parts of new cell formation, vitamin B6 is essential for the formation of virtually all new cells in the body. Nyame, the protein center of our red blood cells, and phospholipids, cell membranes components that enable messaging between cells, also depend on vitamin B6 for the creation. Now remember, vitamin B3 and B6, is it those? I think so. One of them is real hard to come by. Potatoes are rich in vitamin B6, brain cell, and nervous system activity. So vitamin B6 plays numerous roles in our nervous system, many of which involve neurological activity. B6 is necessary for the creation of amines, a type of messaging molecule or neurotransmitter that the nervous system relies on to transmit message from one nerve to the next. All right. Once again, they go rich in vitamin B6, cardiovascular protection, athletic performance. All right. So they got a brief history of the potato in here and how to select, tips for preparing and cooking, how to enjoy. All right, so let's move on. So we had the potato in there. We also had this in there too. Sweet potato, also known as the American yam. Well, not quite the yam. It wasn't quite a yam. Although they're soft and creamy enough to be put in pies and called dessert, sweet potatoes are also surprisingly nutritious vegetables. Sweet potatoes are high in vitamin A, vitamin B5, B6, thiamine, niacin, riboflavin, and due to their orange color are high in carotenoids, said San Diego-based nutritionist Laura Flores. Let's go. Sweet potatoes are one of the best sources of vitamin A. A large one contains more than 100% of the daily recommended intake. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, vitamin A is an antioxidant powerhouse and is linked to anti-aging benefits, cancer prevention, and maintenance of good eyesight, according to the National Institute of Health. Although the orange variety is the most common in the United States, sweet potatoes also come in white, yellow, pink, and purple varieties, according to the Library of Congress. While the orange and yellow types contain the most vitamin A, the purple sort is an excellent way to get antioxidants, the Cleveland Clinic reports. Here are the nutritional facts for sweet potatoes according to U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which regulates food labeling through National Labeling and Education. Alright, I won't go through that. Health benefits. Sweet potatoes are a great source of vitamin B6, which are brilliant at breaking down homocysteine, a substance that contributes to the hardening of blood vessels and arteries, according to the Harvard University. Sweet potatoes' potassium content is also helpful for your heart, as it lowers blood pressure by maintaining fluid balance. As explained by the American Heart Association, potassium is also an important electrolyte that helps regulate your heartbeat, controlling blood sugar, and maintaining energy, y'all. For as sweet as they are, sweet potatoes have a low glycemic index. Sweet potatoes, unlike other starchy foods that elevate blood sugar rapidly after they're consumed due to their metabolism into sugar, will help steady the levels of blood sugar. Flores said, this means you won't get blood sugar spikes, but you will get a steady amount of energy. Flores noted that this regulation occurs even in people with type 2 diabetes. Furthermore, sweet potatoes, an orange skin variety grown in North Carolina, is similar to white skin varieties used in Japan to make a dietary supplement called Kaipo, which is marketed to control blood glucose in people with diabetes, according to an article in Perspective magazine. Researchers have found that the Beauregard has essentially the same protein pattern as this Kaipo. Therefore, consuming sweet potatoes or extract from sweet potatoes may help control blood glucose. Alright? And may someday provide a less expensive treatment with fewer side effects. As if it weren't sweet enough, sweet potatoes are a terrific source of manganese, according to the Linus Pauling Institute in Oregon State University. Manganese helps the body metabolize carbohydrates and thus maintain a healthy blood sugar level. And it can even stabilize your appetite. It also helps the body utilize antioxidants. It helps with stress, immunity, anti-inflammatory properties, skin, hair, digestion, cancer prevention. So, health risks. If eaten in moderation, prepared in a healthy way, doesn't mean not just indulging in sweet potato fries. Sweet potatoes are nutritious, delicious food that should pose no significant health risk. But for a vegetable, they are high in carbohydrates. And for comparison, one serving of broccoli has about 45 calories. They may also cause some interesting skin-related side effects, while there aren't any severe health problems associated with sweet potatoes. So you can find it out yourself. Yam versus sweet potato. Sweet potatoes and yam are often used interchangeably in recipes, but they are quite different and are not even related botanically. Sweet potatoes are members of the morning glory family, while yams are closely related to lilies and grass. Wow. Yams are native to Africa and Asia, and there are more than 600 varieties compared to sweet potato. Yams are starchier and drier. Alright? Why the confusion? We won't even go into that. You can find out about yourself. Alright? So now, let's see if there's anything else that we need to cover. Pushing. Alright, here we go. Sea salt. Last thing. 9 amazing benefits of sea salt: body pH balance, toxin elimination, skin health, boosting the immune system, allergy, asthma, and respiratory congestion, digestion, stress. It helps with diabetes, blood pressure. All right. So now you can read a little bit more into that. You know what I'm saying? But those all things are combined, and then we got the fermenting process going on, and we already spoke about the power of the fermenting process. So family, go ahead, make you up some of this stew that y'all just seen Brother Hatim make. Make all that stuff a little bit more bioavailable, and enjoy your meal. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about Nyame Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there.